Peter Schrager is joining us, Fox Sports. NFL kickoff on Sunday. You know, we talked about Shane Waldron. I said, listen, this is the second year he's rejuvenated Geno Smith. He's not going to be around Seattle long as a coordinator. What do you make of this story, which is it really doesn't have a precedent? Geno from a bust to a backup to a star. Their energy is through the roof. You watch them on television, they're fast. What do you make of it?
Colin, I go back to the draft when I was working for NFL Network on that panel, and we have Pete Carroll on as a guest. And I say, all right, Pete, you just traded for Drew Lock. What do you like in Drew Lock? And he cuts me off and he's like, well, we got Geno. And I'm like, all right, Pete's going to make this into a quarterback company. I think everyone thought Drew Lock, but here's the deal. Geno Smith was a free agent this past season. He signed his fourth straight one-year deal to join the Seattle Seahawks. Fourth straight, meaning he was pretty confident that he can get this job over Drew Lock and that the team might have told him, hey, you're going to be a starter here. Just do your thing. And then they go to the draft and, you know, with everyone talking quarterback, they get 2 starting tackles in the first and third round, which is unheard of for a team that's actually playing good football. They get Kenneth Walker, who's leading all rookies in rushing yards since week 4. And then they get this incredible duo in the backfield of Tariq Woolen out of University of Texas, San Antonio. And then this guy, Kobe Bryant, who lined up on the other side of Sauce Gardner and was the Jim Thorpe winner last year at Cincinnati. So you have now all of these rookies, 5 rookies contributing. And they got this guy, Boye Mafe out of Minnesota, who starts at linebacker, 6 starters in a rookie class. And this is exactly a decade after the fact that John Schneider and Pete Carroll decided, we're going to take Bobby Wagner in the second round. We're going to take Russell Wilson in the third round. We're going to take Bruce Irvin. Like, this is unprecedented, not only for the Geno story, but you don't see a coach and GM get the opportunity to rebuild a franchise twice in their careers, and they're doing that overnight with what Seattle's doing.
You know, the Jets and the Giants, we both think it's a defensive story and a running game story, but I do see a difference. The Giants are not taking the ball out of Daniel Jones' hands. They're managing him, but he's making some throws. With the Jets, they're just saying, Zach, we're not going to let you lose this game. You can tell there's a concern about his sort of Johnny Manziel run around, make a play style, which often ends poorly. So that leads me to believe the Giants style is more sustainable than the Jets style. And here come the Patriots off an embarrassing loss. Give me your thoughts on that game, Zach Wilson. Is it sustainable? Because it's a wonderful story for New York, but not all great stories are great teams, Schrags.
Yeah, and you know Jets fans, and I know Jets fans, plenty in my life, and it was, Breece Hall goes down, Elijah Vera Tucker goes down. Why can't we just have nice things? And it's always we with Jet fans. We, like as if, we. Why can't we have nice things? Why does this happen to me? No, it's not you. There's a team, and all right, that's beside the point. Zach Wilson at some point is going to have to make a play. Zach Wilson at some point is going to have to win a game with his arm. Zach Wilson at some point is going to have to go against another top quarterback in the AFC and outduel him head to head. I want to take nothing away from what this Jets team has done. They are 4-0 on the road. They're winning with so many young players, and it's been a great story. But with Breece Hall down and Vera Tucker down, and here comes Belichick and the Patriots, I can't even tell you how much of a mental grasp the Patriots have on the Jets right now. And you can say, well, it's all young guys. 12 straight times the Patriots have beaten the Jets. The stat below that you see here, that they have not beaten them since 2015. They haven't beaten them in regulation in a regular season game since 2010, when our Fox colleague Mark Sanchez was the quarterback of that team. That's how long it's been since the Jets have beaten the Patriots in a regular season game in regulation. And guess what? They go to New Jersey this weekend, and the Jets are riding high. They're feeling themselves. You got some, a lot of Jets fans feeling good. Guess who's favored? The Patriots are favored because they always are. And if Zach Wilson can have a big game and win this one, it's like a real turning of the page. It's almost bigger than winning in Lambeau. This one is like, all right, here's our flag in the ground. We beat Belichick, and we beat that uniform.
It's interesting. I always appreciate Aaron Rodgers and LeBron James' willingness to always talk. They'll answer any question, and that's a credit to them, and they deserve it. And I think I should say that. Aaron, though, a lot of what he says is public. The eye rolls are public. The McAfee show's public. The podium stuff is public, and he is an iconic figure, and he has rookie receivers. And so his thing is, hey, they just got to hear the truth. And my takeaway is, does it have to be public? You don't have to show what you eat for dinner on Twitter. Not everything is for public. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to have a private life, too. Remember the old movie, Warren Beatty, Madonna? He's like, does everything have to be public with you? Can we have a private conversation? And I'm aging myself. But with Aaron...
No, I know the movie. Black and white, always. The whole thing. Yeah, great. Yeah. Keep going.
So my takeaway with Aaron, now, he even took a little bit of a shot at Matt LaFleur publicly, which is, we don't have the right guys in. Do you think there are little tiny fissures here? I said yesterday, if Jordan Love could play, they may have moved off him. I think it's turning into a Favre situation where they know he's good, but they're exhausted by it.
The movie you referenced was Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
I loved it. I also used to get annoyed when people would post pictures of fireworks on July 4th onto Twitter. Yes, we get it. We've seen a firework. With LaFleur and Rodgers, it's interesting because it's such a unique personality. If Matt says something publicly back and claps back, what is Rodgers' reaction? And if Rodgers is only doing it behind closed doors and doesn't do it publicly, are the players going to feel this responsibility? It's interesting. They came out and both Rodgers and Mercedes Lewis talked about it. A special teams player, Dallin Levitt, was the one who gave like the motivational speech after the loss or early in practice this week, like on Monday. And they were both like, all right, like that's a new voice. I think Rodgers is feeling not only the responsibility of having to do this all by himself out there with the lack of talent at the skill positions and the receivers and whatever else you have at the offensive line, not holding up. I also feel like he's trying every trick in the book to motivate these guys, and us on the outside are like, that doesn't work. Christian Watson's a North Dakota State receiver, like calling him out publicly or calling out Dobbs, like that's not going to work. But I think Rodgers is trying every tool in his tool belt, and I'm not sure there's enough motivational tactics that are going to work with the talent around him. The question is, how does LaFleur keep this boat on the steady waters here? Because if they lose, if they lose by 20 to Buffalo and Rodgers tees off again on the coach, at some point you think LaFleur's got to answer back publicly.
Right.
But if you lose Rodgers, goodbye.
No, that's the great point. Aaron said people don't want to hear the truth. If Aaron gets boat raced by Buffalo and LaFleur says, I didn't like Aaron's play, does Aaron like the truth? Because right now...
You won't hear it. LaFleur's not going there. He knows that for this team, you can't lose Rodgers. McCarthy lost Rodgers. Guys have lost Rodgers, and then you're done. And I know that it might feel good in the moment. LaFleur has to take the high road, because the second you start getting in a public spat with Rodgers, you're not going to win. He's got a microphone everywhere he goes, and he's pretty good with the tongue. Yeah, no, he is. By the way, tonight, Bucs, I still love the Ravens, by the way. I'm never going to bet them again, but I'm not giving them up. I love them. Tampa Bay, are their problem? We got 2 minutes. They can't run. Are their problems fixable? Baltimore's are. They can be a better fourth quarter team. Are Tampa's problems fixable? First of all, I work on a morning TV show. When you say we got 2 minutes, it means, hey, tighten up your answer. Here's what it is. Buccaneers are the worst rushing team in the league. And not only are they the worst rushing team in the league, this goes back to like the year 2000. They're the worst rushing team in the league right now. They have absolutely no run game. So it all comes back on Brady. And yet the offensive line is a sieve. It's terrible. I don't know if they can snap their fingers and get back, but I would be shocked if they didn't try to establish Leonard Fournette early and at least make a statement with that. I think Baltimore wins. I think the Ravens are a better football team right now. Yep. I have no idea what we're talking about Monday or tomorrow, actually, if Brady just gets run off the field again. It's hard to do the same storyline over and over again before you just say, maybe this team just doesn't have it this year. By the way, new podcast, The Season with Peter Schrager. He does it with a super smart guy, Ken Dorsey, OC with the Bills. Episode 3 is up, iHeartMedia, NFL. It's a good listen. Dorsey's really, really fun. He throws like an occasional headset, but I don't care. He's great. He's probably as good as OC as everybody in the league right now. He's really, really sharp. Schrags, it's great seeing you. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.